Hello, welcome to the Sunday show today. I just thought I'd come back with another quick podcast. I'm well into the 100th episode now, as I was saying there yesterday. I was going to go just through the Irish Independent news, yesterday's news, Saturday's news. It's the latest news. Revealed big divide in Garda staff levels. According to Helen McEntee's home country, the fewest Garda per capita of any policing region in the country. Analysis of staff level has revealed new figures show that there is significant disparity when it comes to the number of officers who are assigned. And there's more than in page 4 there and about that story. And swimmer Mona sets gold standards. Mona McSherry shows off her gold medal after winning the women's 50-meter breaststrokes on one of the European Under-23 Swimming Championship champs at the National Aquatic Centre in Dublin. And there's a nice picture there of that. And then more about the Aga Khan there. Ireland finished second, and Belgium, Switzerland won. Then they came. Ireland had 8 faults, and they came in with 0 faults. So I was just looking at it there earlier on in the day. It was good yesterday. That was the score there. And then today's thing with the high wall was a man won it there today. He won it from Ireland, Cornell there, the current, and he done very well. He got a seven. It was the record, I think. He came in second. There'll be more there about that I'm sure in the paper today. Revealed the countries with the worst Garda staff levels. That's an article there about Michael McHale writes it. The number of Garda in the area worst, and then the state-funded horse racing body paid almost 200,000 to social media influence since 2018. Doreen Gahary and colleagues at RT2FM among key media figures who were enlisted to promote sports. So it's still going on in every way. I was saying there, the thing there, getting handouts and payments, still going on big time. Uh, and then Charlie Western, I see, writes an article, would a windfall tax on grasping backs do more harm than any good? It is estimated AIB and BIO are earning around 2.2 billion from depositing spare server cash at the ECB, according to that article there. And then fans entitled to information drives me mad. Mescal hits out at indecent focus on private life. That's an article then about Inga Parker wrote it. More about that, I'm sure, on the internet as well. RTE may be on the hook for payments to revenue over voluntary exit payments, according to that. And podcast success helps Vogue Williams Media Fund profits double to more than 550,000. Got some money there she's getting, as I was saying there, out of podcasting. Uh, that's She must be top of the list. Residents given little warning as deadly wildfires wiped out town. No record of emergency sirens being sounded as people ran for their lives on Hawaii island of Moore. So the death list is going up all the time. I think it was 80 there yesterday, and so it's going up. How Hollywood strikes are affecting stylists to the stars. That's then more about that. And then I'm just going through quick about this. No beef between Kerry and Dublin hopefuls as Roses Free tour kicks off across country. They're on Ireland nationwide tour. I see the Roses relays. Dublin and Kerry Roses fighting over, as I'm saying, the match that's on there tomorrow. Dublin and Kerry. And like the crown jewels, Princess Diana Beanie Baby led to strangest tie crazy of the 1990s. So that's another article then, another story then. And then Trump's defense team to be hit with limited protective order, I see on this world news. Judge vows to keep politics out of the ruling in criminal case. taking over U.S. election lies. Lindsay Winehouse, Michael Husum, and Alanda Ducks. Special counsel Jack Smith team has indicated that they want the case to move to trial swiftly, and this week it proposed a trial date of January the 2nd. Why didn't they just put the handcuffs on him and make it simple? This man is getting away with murder, as I was saying before. It really, my blood boils when I see this. Mr. Trump, he's getting away with murder and he's being let do it. So what's my rant of the day? Ukrainian war, bike 8 killed as Russian missile hits area in west. Defense frustrate the light air attack on Kiev as drones target Moscow. An 8-year-old was killed as Russian missile target western Ukraine yesterday, office, officials in the region says. So that article then is by San McComas and Ela Norefi. So that name. And then it's showtime according to this Saturday Sport. The Premiership has started. As it shows you the preview in this paper there. No excuses this time. Pochettino must win a trophy. Argentina was held by Tottenham's lack of ambition and Chelsea. So and great Bayern expectation will test Kane's temperament. I see he's gone to Bayern Munich, and that should be interesting. So there's a club by club guide to the new season. Just gives you verdicts of one of the verdicts that's given you there is Arsenal. They get 8 out of 10. They get a good rating. Aston Villa 8 out of 10. Their chances of the season ahead. Brentford 7 out of 10, and Brighton 7 out of 10. Burnley 7 out of 10. Now the league table has changed there. They were showing it on Match of the Day. Sheffield United on 2 out of 10, so their chances are limited. Tottenham Hotspurs they're pretty 7-10, considering Harry Kane left them, and Manchester City 7 out of 10. Man United 7 out of 10 as well. So they're just the ratings there, club by club. That's the rating there that's given. And Luton's team will be very like the town honest. So that's just the latest then on that. And Evans' next step, it says about Evans Ferguson, the next brightest thing. Brighton striker emergence is the most exciting Irish Premier League story in a generation, but patience is required as he embarks on a season where squad rotation will happen, writes Daniel MacDonald. There has been murmurs about Robert de Samba's striking preference in pre-season, so he scored a goal there today, and they won Brighton there today, and Gary Lineker was even speaking about it there on the telly, I say. And then there's a review, there's a paper then, another thing about Kerry, Kingdom's women looking to end 30 years of pain in Croker. Shows you Shifa O'Shea won't be in action in country for the final. And then McGrath happy to be healthy and cheering from sidelines. So that's then. And then there's an article then, Martina Devlin on the bombing that devastated her home 25 years ago and how the tragedy became a point of no return in peace process. So then it just gives you everything in Oma was touched by the bomb, but it made our bonds even stronger. This article is by Martina Devlin. After the real IRA atrocity 25 years ago, reporters descended on the town. She recalls the terrible grief among people that grew up alongside and how the tragedy became a keystone in the peace process. And it shows you pictures there of the thing when it happened there and the anniversary, 10-year anniversary shows you there and shows you pictures. It was a terrible day and when it happened. I remember that. It was a terrible day. The van was only a gimmick. Secrets of TV license expect inspectors from vehicle to Hitchcock style horror ad fights. So this is more about the TV license, which is losing there big time, as I was saying there. And that's then most of the paper there. I think I went through most of that. I just go down. And then there's a bit of an Oppenheimer, the real man there. It shows you in a picture. Oppenheimer All were nothing if not intelligent. Also, of course, raving mad gods. History circles proof that intelligent with moral imagination is a monster. That's just a thing there. Hiroshima victims are treated in a bank following the dropping of an atomic bomb on the city. So if you go to see that film there, I'd recommend it there. It's well worth seeing. Oppenheimer. And that's most of the thing then. There's more about the missed opportunity will haunt Kerry over long winter, not targeting Cluxton's Clifford's role, and lack of real press leaves O'Connor with some food for thought. They're still going on about, I don't know, why didn't they just let it go? They lost, that is that, and it's over and done with. They seem to be crying about it, and don't know what's going on there. Uh, I couldn't imagine Jack O'Connor doing some of these things we do, Quill admits. Kerry Lady's joint manager, that's just then about that. And then the next article there, the contenders of the World Cup, just there's an article there, Keane Tracy, who writes Ireland world number one and our odds 5-1. So just a trailer. So I just thought I'd go through that, and that's pretty everything. And then on the back page, Dubs standing in the way of Kerry bid to end 30 years. So that's most of the Irish Independent news. And then I'll strip through the Irish Independent or the Sunday Worlds, just the Game of Thrones star Aidan Gillen and enjoys a bit of fiol crack with pals Crona in Mullingar. That's just then an article there that's on that paper there. And then the news, it's on some paper as well. Call for action after latest Dublin attack. Violence is rife and attacks are known. It's getting worse day by day. I was just reading there, it's getting worse, the crime in Dublin. People are afraid to go into Dublin. I used to love going into Dublin, but I don't know, I have to think about it now. And some people coming back early to get out of it. I don't know. Politicians don't seem to be worried about it anyway, as I say. Colin Farrell declared sexiest Irishman on the planet by Elay magazine, according to that. And then Garda appeal for help in tracing 14s missing in Loud and Mead. Motorist rushed to hospital with serious injury after truck collision in County Kilkenny. And then man who saved Shankill bomber Sean Kelly reveals he hasn't regretted it every day since. And then more about the RTE announced late of September the 15th, I think, Patrick Keel's show, so it should be interesting. And there's an audience thing that's gone up on the thing, I think. And a line of duty star Victoria McClure surrounded by a dementia choir at wedding to Jonathan Owen. So, and then the sports news then, more about Gary Lineker's bold Evan Ferguson's call as he scores another Premier League goal. Big time. I saw the goal. It was very good on Match of the Day. And what new photos show Dublin GA, Dean Rock and Ian McAvoy together on their big day. Neve McAvoy, I mean. Mona McSherry takes second. European under 20, and then Harry Kane hints at Tottenham return as he completes 140 million Bayern Munich move. And then Irish in the Premier League, just that's an article just about the Irish how they're doing, and Evan Ferguson, he should have a good season ahead of him, and then just about everything there that I can go through. And then RTE website, I was just going to go through the soccer league there. As I was saying there, the results there, the fixtures then in the league, in the soccer league, I was saying the English Premier League. The results then, today's results, Newcastle United. I was just looking at that match. Newcastle United 5, Aston Villa 1. It was a pretty one-sided match. That was the first match that was played there today, and then Brighton Hove Albion 4. Luton Town 1, and Evan Ferguson scored a goal there, and then there was there was joint efforts as well. And then Everton nil, Fulham 1, Sheffield United nil, Crystal Palace 1, and AFC Bournemouth 1, West Ham United 1. And then Arsenal 2 and Nottingham Forest 1. And then yesterday's match, Burnley nil, Manchester City 3. So the tables then read, they make good reading so far. The first match, it just says Newcastle United have 3 points, Brighton Hove have 3, they're second. Manchester City have 3, and Arsenal have 4. So it's early days yet, and Man United then haven't played yet. So it's early days in the league, so it's hard to know who's going to top it. There'll be an indication there further on in the thing. And then the fixtures, there's matches there on Sunday, Brentford versus Tottenham Hotspurs, and Chelsea and Liverpool. That should be interesting. And then Monday's match, Manchester United and Wolverhampton Wanderers. So then the matches then, I just thought I'd give a preview of them anyway. It'd be interesting to see who'll win the league. Manchester City probably they'll win it again. I'm not sure. And then there's the match then tomorrow. The ladies' match. There's 3 matches on actually. The main match is on a 4. It's Dublin and Kerry. Should be interesting enough. As I was saying there, Dublin have a score to settle there, and Kerry haven't won it for a long time. So it'd be interesting to see who's going to win it. So and then on the the Irish Times website. Limerick star Keane Lynch hoping long injury layoffs are in the rearview mirror. And Dublin versus Kerry, Kingham hope the day will finally come after 30-year wait. And Joanne Reardon's Kerry women show what could be achieved with even more investment. So that article then on that. And then on the Hogan Stand website, it just says Mayo forward Doherty announces inter-county retirement. And then Camogie, Derry see off Meath in replay for All Ireland's second intermediate crown. That match was Derry 117, Meath 1-9, so it was a good win there for Derry there in that match that was played earlier on there. And then in the Wicklow, I have quite a few good things to go through. The Wicklow scores then, there were matches played there tonight, whether I can get them or not. The Wicklow GEA website, I usually look up for that, which I haven't even put it into it, so it should come up on this. So I just get the scores there, the latest thing if they come up. It was pretty good stuff there tonight. There was even one-sided matches, as I was saying there. But I get the results there. The latest results. If they come up on this, it's good. So let me see. I'll get them now for you. It's hard to look them up on this. Upcoming fixtures. It's just not coming up on that. So, uh, I just thought I'd look them, see did they come up on it anyway. So there were matches on there tonight, and Bray I'm trying to think of a Bray. Bray were beaten by Kiltegan, and that was one of the matches. They're done like a group. Actually, they're coming up on this. It was Kiltegan won 2-8, Bray won 9. So I'm not sure what score then. That leaves them on the table. And then the other match that was played was Blessington. They won Roundwood. They won them by 4. So that was the other match. So there's other matches then tomorrow. So I'll keep you up to tabs on them. So the groups will look different, as I was saying there. The latest from Wicklow. That's the latest from Wicklow. So Bray lost 2 matches so far in that group, so it's going to be hard to qualify, but they could still do it, I suppose, with 3 matches left. So I just thought I'd come back with a quick podcast, and I hope you enjoy it. Sunday special show. I just went to the Premier League. It's early days, as I was saying there. The matches played, so thanks for listening, and I'll be back with another podcast. I just thought I'd come back with a quick one, give you the latest news. and my rant on Donald Trump. He's still in the game, and court cases and subpoenas. So I'll end my podcast on this, and I hope you come back to me again. And goodbye for now.